Chapter 1, A Strange Word, RWLS. Hello, my name is Ariel. I am a student of English. This is my story. I want to tell you about something that changed my life. One day, I saw 4 letters on a paper, RWLS. I did not know what it meant. I looked at the letters again. RWLS. It was not a word. It was not a name. It looked strange. I was confused. I asked my English teacher, "What is this?" RWLS. My teacher smiled. She said, "This is the secret to learning English." I was surprised. 4 letters? A secret? I wanted to know more. She wrote the meaning on the board. R is for reading, W is for writing, L is for listening, S is for speaking. Then she said, "These 4 things are the legs of a table. If one leg is weak, the table will fall. If one skill is missing, your English will shake." I did not understand everything, but I listened carefully. She continued, "When you learn English, you must read, write, listen, and speak every day. Not just grammar, not just books. RWLS is how children learn their first language. RWLS is how you will learn English too." I looked at the board again. RWLS. Now I knew what it meant, but still it felt hard. I asked, "Can I really learn English with RWLS? I don't know many words. I make mistakes." My teacher said, "Yes, Ariel. RWLS will help you. Start small, use simple words. 1 sentence is enough. 1 page is enough. 1 smile is enough." That day, I went home and thought a lot. I sat on my bed. I looked at my old English books. I felt nervous, but I also felt ready. I took a notebook and wrote these words. I want to learn English. I will try RWLS. It was a small sentence, but for me, it was a big promise. From that day, I started using RWLS. I read simple stories. I wrote small sentences. I listened to short English videos. I spoke with myself in front of a mirror. I was slow, I was shy, but I was trying. RWLS became my best friend. And now, in the next chapters, I want to tell you everything. I want to show you how I used reading, writing, listening, and speaking to improve my English. You can do it too. Just stay with me. And don't forget, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like, and comment below. I will try RWLS. Now let's begin with the first part, reading. Chapter 2. Reading gave me words. After I learned about RWLS, I started with the first letter, R for reading. I was scared. Books were hard for me. So many words, so many pages. I didn't know where to start. But my teacher said, "Start small." So I picked up a book for children. It had big letters and many pictures. I opened the first page. There was one line, "The sun is hot." I read it slowly. Then I read it again. I looked at the picture of the sun. I understood. I smiled. This was my first English sentence that I read without help. I felt proud. It gave me hope. The next day, I read the next line. The boy is happy. I saw the picture. A smiling boy. I understood again. Day by day, I read more. 1 page a day, 1 story a week. Reading became my new habit. Sometimes I didn't understand all the words. That's okay. I looked at the picture. I guessed the meaning. Sometimes I used a dictionary, but only for important words. My teacher told me, don't stop for every word. Just read. Enjoy the story. So I listened to her. After some time, I tried reading signs in the street, like open, close, no parking. These were small words, but they were real. They were useful. I also read labels on food: milk, sugar, rice, salt. English was everywhere. I just had to look. Soon, I started reading simple English stories on my phone. Very short ones. Like this. Tom has a cat. The cat is white. It plays with a ball. Easy, right? But it helped me. It gave me new words. Cat, white, ball. I wrote them in my notebook. I read them again the next day. Reading helped me remember words. It helped me see how words join in a sentence. It helped me understand grammar without studying grammar. One day I read a page and understood everything. No translation, no dictionary. I felt magic inside me. I said to myself, reading is not scary, it is fun. I also read subtitles when I watched English cartoons or short videos, first in English, then, slowly, no subtitles. I read books with pictures. I read comics. I read signs. I read short poems. I even read English jokes. And guess what? My English started to grow. I learned new words. I learned how words are used. I learned new ideas. My teacher was right. Reading is power. Reading gave me words, and words helped me think in English. So if you are learning English, start reading today. Start small. A line, a label, a sign. Then grow. 1 page, 1 story, 1 dream. You don't need a big book. You need a big heart. A heart that wants to learn. Now, I want to ask you, what was the first thing you ever read in English? Please comment below. I want to know your story. And if this video helps you, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more simple English lessons. In the next chapter, I will tell you how writing helped me remember more and grow faster. Let's go to the next part of RWLS, writing. Chapter 3. Writing gave me memory. After I started reading every day, I wanted to remember the new words I learned, but sometimes I forgot them after a few days. I was sad. I didn't know what to do. Then my teacher told me, Sam, if you want to remember words, you must write them. I had never written anything in English before. I was scared. I thought I would make mistakes. I thought my writing was too simple. But my teacher said, it's okay. Mistakes are good. They help you learn. So I listened to her. I took a notebook. I picked up a pen, and I started writing. The first thing I wrote was just one line. I wrote, "I like English." That's all. Just 3 words. But for me, it was a big step. I looked at the words. They looked good. I wrote the RWLS sentence again. I like English. The next day, I added more. I like English. I want to learn more. It felt good. I felt proud. Then I started a small habit. Every night before sleeping, I wrote one short paragraph in English. I wrote about my day. I wrote about my feelings. I wrote about the new word I learned. Sometimes I made spelling mistakes. Sometimes my grammar was not perfect. But I didn't stop. Writing helped me remember the new words from my reading. It helped me understand how to use the words in a sentence. It also helped me think in English. When I wrote something, I had to think before writing. And I thought in English. I did not translate from my language. I just tried to say what was in my heart. Writing became a friend, a quiet friend, a patient friend, a friend who helped me grow slowly. I also started writing messages to my teacher in English. Very short ones, like, "Good morning, teacher," or, "I have a question." She replied in English too. It was fun. I started writing comments under English videos. I wrote simple things like, "Thank you for this video," or, "This helped me a lot." It felt like I was part of the English world. One day I wrote a full page, a story about my first day at school. It had many mistakes, but my teacher read it and smiled. She said, "This is very good, Ariel. You are improving." She told me to keep writing. So I did. I wrote small stories. I wrote about my dreams. I wrote letters to my future self. I wrote English words again and again until they became easy. When I wrote, I learned spelling. I learned punctuation. I learned to join ideas. I didn't need a grammar book. I just needed a notebook and a pen. I didn't need long essays. I just needed real words from my life. So if you are a beginner like me, start writing today. Don't wait. Write a line. Write your name. Write how you feel. Write what you ate. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be you. Writing will help you remember. Writing will help you think. Writing will help you grow. I promise you that. Now I want to ask you something. What will you write today? Please tell me in the comments. Just write one line in English. I will read it. I will reply to you. And if this video is helping you, please like it and subscribe to the channel. We are learning English together, step by step. In the next chapter, I will tell you how listening helped me understand English better, even without reading or writing. So let's move forward in our RWLS journey to the letter L. Chapter 4. Listening. Opened my ears. When I was a beginner, I thought reading and writing were enough. But then one day I heard a person speaking English on the phone. I looked at him. He spoke so fast. His words were like music. But I didn't understand anything. I just heard sounds. I felt sad. I wanted to speak like him, but I could not even understand one sentence. I went to my teacher and told her, "I don't understand spoken English." She smiled and said, "That's okay, Ariel. It's time for the next part of RWLS. It's time to listen." I asked her, "But how?" "I don't understand fast English." She said, "You don't need to understand everything. Just listen every day. Your brain will learn, your ears will learn. Don't worry." So I started. I began with English cartoons. They were slow, the voices were clear, the stories were simple. I watched the RWLS cartoon again and again. I listened to how the characters spoke. I listened to how they said hello, goodbye, thank you, and I'm sorry. I heard real pronunciation. I heard real English. Then I watched short English videos on YouTube. I turned on English subtitles. I read and listened at the RWLS time. It helped me match the sound with the word. After some time, I turned off the subtitles. I just listened. It was hard at first, but I kept going. One day, I listened to a story and understood everything. I did not read. I did not translate. I just listened. I felt something beautiful. I felt confident. I felt free. My ears started to recognize English sounds. I started hearing full sentences. I started to understand questions, answers, jokes, and small talks. Listening gave me real English. It gave me natural rhythm. It gave me the music of English. My teacher told me about a trick. It is called shadowing. She said, "Listen to a sentence, then pause, then repeat the sentence exactly the REL. Try to copy the tone, the speed, the sound." I tried it. I listened to one line. Then I said it loudly. I stood in front of a mirror. I became the person speaking. I felt shy at first, but slowly I felt better. Shadowing helped me improve my pronunciation. It helped me speak better. It made me feel like a real English speaker. I also used my phone to listen. When I was walking, I played English podcasts. When I was cooking, I listened to English stories. When I was sitting alone, I listened to English songs. My ears became busy with English. I listened every day, even if just for 5 minutes. And you know what? It changed me. It made me strong. I could now understand real people speaking English. So, dear friend, if you want to speak English, you must listen first. Like a baby. Babies don't read, babies don't write, but they listen every day. Then one day they speak. That's how I learned. That's how you can learn too. Start today. Listen to English you enjoy. Cartoons, songs, videos, anything. Even if you don't understand much, just listen. Your brain is smarter than you think. Your ears will help you more than you know. Now I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing to listen to in English? Please tell me in the comments. I would love to know. And if this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. We are on a journey, and I am with you every step of the way. In the next chapter, I will tell you about the most powerful part of RWLS, speaking. How I opened my mouth, even when I was afraid. how I started saying English words loudly and clearly, how my voice became my teacher. Let's move on to the next part. S for speaking. Chapter 5. Speaking opened my mouth. I remember the first time I tried to speak in English. My hands were cold. My heart was fast. I knew the words in my mind, but my mouth did not move. I was scared. I was shy. I thought, what if I say it wrong? So, I stayed quiet. I just smiled. I said nothing. But inside, I wanted to speak. I wanted to talk. I wanted to use my voice. One day, my teacher looked at me and said, "Sam, speaking is like walking. You learn by doing. You don't wait to be perfect. You just try." After that day, I decided to try. I stood in front of my mirror. I looked at myself. I said, "Hello, my name is Ariel." I said it again and again. It was not perfect, but it was real. I was speaking English. Slowly, I added more. I am a student. I like English. I want to learn. Every day, I said 1 or 2 sentences. I spoke to myself. I spoke to my mirror. I spoke to my empty room. But the room listened, and I listened to myself. My mouth got used to English sounds. My tongue moved better. My voice became strong. One day I went to a small shop near my house. The shopkeeper spoke a little English. I said, "Hello, how much is this?" He looked at me and smiled. He answered in English. I understood him. I replied, "Okay, I will take it." That was it. A small talk. Just a few words. But I felt like a hero. I had used English in real life. That moment gave me power. It gave me hope. I knew I could do it again. After that, I started speaking more. I spoke with friends. I spoke with classmates. I spoke with people online. I joined a speaking group. We met once a week. We spoke about simple things like food, weather, movies, school, life. No grammar tests, no hard questions. Just real talk. Real English. At first, I made many mistakes. I used wrong words. My sentences were not perfect. But no one laughed. No one judged me. We were all learners. We helped each other. We encouraged each other. We spoke slowly, clearly, kindly. My teacher told me another tip. She said, "Speak loudly. Speak clearly. Don't hide your voice." So I practiced that. I stood alone in my room and read a story loudly. I read it like an actor. I used feelings. I used emotion. I said, "The boy is happy." And I smiled. I said, "The girl is sad." And I used a soft voice. This made speaking fun. It was not boring. It was exciting. Speaking helped me in another way. It helped me think in English. When I spoke, I had to choose words fast. My brain worked quickly. I didn't have time to translate. Slowly, my thinking changed. I stopped using my own language. I started building English thoughts. English became my natural voice. So if you are afraid to speak, I understand you. I was the RWLS. But please don't wait. Don't say, "I will speak when I'm perfect." That day may never come. Speak now. Speak small. Speak simple. But speak. Your voice is your key. It will open doors. It will make you free. Now I want to ask you, have you ever spoken English in real life? If yes, where? And how did you feel? Please write your answer in the comments. I will read it, and I will reply. And if this video is helping you learn, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I want to help more people like you. In the next chapter, I will tell you something very important. RWLS is not four different things. They all work together. Reading helps writing. Listening helps speaking. And speaking helps everything. So come with me to the next part. How RWLS together changed me. Chapter 6. RWLS together changed me. After many weeks of learning, I sat down one day and looked at my notebook. I saw all the things I had done. I was reading short stories every day. I was writing simple sentences. I was listening to English videos. I was speaking in front of my mirror. I smiled. I had come so far. I remembered the first day I heard the word RWLS. I thought it was hard. I thought I could never do it. But now, I was doing it. I was living it. RWLS was not just 4 letters anymore. It was my daily habit. It was my learning path. It was my new life. Then I realized something. RWLS is not 4 different skills. They are one big family. They help each other. They grow together. When I read more, I learned new words. I used those words in my writing. When I wrote something, I started to hear those words in videos. When I listened more, I spoke better. When I spoke more, I remembered words better. Everything was connected. I was not learning one thing at a time. I was learning everything step by step, like a circle, like a cycle, like the wheels of a bike, moving forward, together. I remember a story I read one night. It was about a little bird. The bird wanted to fly, but it was scared. The bird sat in the tree and watched other birds. One day it jumped. It opened its wings, it flew, it made small moves, then big ones, then it flew high. I felt like that bird. RWLS gave me wings. It helped me try. It helped me fly. Each part of RWLS gave me something special. Reading gave me words. Writing gave me memory. Listening gave me understanding. Speaking gave me freedom. Together, they made me grow. My teacher told me a secret. She said, "Don't just do RWLS one time. Make it a habit." So I did. Every morning, I read for 5 minutes. After lunch, I listened to a short English video. In the evening, I wrote a few lines about my day. Before bed, I spoke to myself in English. It was not a big plan, it was a small habit, but it worked. It changed me. I became better, I became stronger, and most important, I became confident. I used to think learning English needed big books, long grammar rules, and hard lessons. But now I know the truth. You don't need much. You need RWLS. You need time. You need love. You need practice. You need to use all 4 skills every day, like breathing in and out. Easy. Natural. real. That is the secret. RWLS is not about being perfect. It is about being active, being regular, being real. You don't need to be fast. You just need to move. One word a day, one sentence a day, one smile a day. So, my dear friend, I want to tell you this. RWLS is not four things. It is one thing, one way, one road. The road that takes you from silence to speech, from fear to freedom, from learning English to living English. I am walking on that road, and I want you to walk with me. Now tell me, which part of RWLS do you love the most? Reading, writing, listening, or speaking? Write it in the comments. I want to know. I want to learn from you too. And if this story helps you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me. In the next chapter, I will tell you something that helped me more than anything: how to think in English. Yes, it is possible, and it changed my life. Let's go to the next chapter together. Chapter 7. How I started thinking in English. When I started learning English, I had one big problem. I always translated in my head. I would hear English, then change it to my own language. Then I would think in my language and change it back to English before speaking. It was slow. It was confusing. It made my brain tired. Sometimes I forgot what I wanted to say. Sometimes I stayed quiet because I could not find the right English words. It felt like I was carrying a heavy bag in my mind. I wanted to speak English, but my thoughts were not in English. My thoughts were in my old language. I knew something had to change. I had to start thinking in English. One day, my teacher said something that helped me. She said, "Sam, don't wait for your thoughts to come in English. Make your thoughts in English from the start." I was surprised. I said, "But how?" "I don't know many words." She smiled and said, "You don't need big words. You need small thoughts, simple ideas, like, I am hungry. I want water. It is cold. These are your new thoughts." That day I went home and looked around. I pointed to my bed and said, "This is my bed." I looked at the window and said, "The window is open." I looked at the clock and said, "It is 5 o'clock." These were small thoughts, but they were English thoughts. I made a new rule for myself. When I was alone, I would think in English. I would not use my old language in my mind. I tried to say everything in English. When I was brushing my teeth, I said, "I am brushing my teeth." When I was cooking, I said, "I am cutting vegetables." When I was walking, I said, "The sky is blue, the sun is hot, the road is clean." I said all these things in a soft voice. I didn't care if someone heard me. I was learning. I was training my brain. Slowly, my brain started to change. My mind started to speak English, not just my mouth. This small change helped me a lot. I started thinking faster. I stopped translating. My words came more quickly. My sentences became natural. I could speak with less fear. My ideas became clear. I didn't feel confused. I didn't feel stuck. I felt free. Thinking in English made speaking easier. It also helped me write better. When I wrote my daily notes, I didn't need to plan much. The words were already in English in my head. I also learned another trick. When I didn't know a word, I used a simple word instead. For example, if I didn't know the word cucumber, I said green vegetable. If I forgot umbrella, I said rain cover. It was not perfect, but it worked. I didn't stop. I didn't freeze. I kept speaking. I kept thinking. I kept learning. This gave me confidence. This made me strong. So now I want to share this with you. Don't wait for English to come to you. Bring it into your life. Make it your habit, your daily language, your thinking language. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Start small. Start with simple thoughts. Use the words you know. Speak aloud when you are alone. Talk to yourself. Name things around you. And most important, stop translating. Let English live in your mind. Let it become your voice. Now, my dear friend, I want to ask you something. Do you think in English, or do you still translate? Be honest. Write your answer in the comments. And if this chapter helped you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It will help me make more simple lessons for you. In the next chapter, I will show you my personal routine. How I use RWLS every day. How I keep English in my life from morning to night. Let's continue our journey with the next part, my daily practice routine. Chapter 8, My Daily Practice Routine. After learning about RWLS, I wanted to use it every day, but I had a problem. I was busy. I had many things to do. I could not study for hours. I told my teacher, I don't have much time. She said something I will never forget. She said, Sam, you don't need hours. You just need minutes, but you must use them well. That sentence changed my way of thinking. I stopped looking for big study time. I started using small time. Every day. No excuses. That is how I made my English routine. In the morning, when I wake up, I brush my teeth and make tea. Then I take my phone and open a short English story. I read just 5 lines, that's all. Only 5. But I read slowly. I read clearly. I read with focus. After reading, I open YouTube. I watch a short English video. Something simple. Something fun. I listen for 5 minutes. I don't write anything. I don't take notes. I just listen. I try to understand. I try to feel the words. Then I stop. That's my morning practice. It takes only 10 minutes, but it fills my brain with English. In the afternoon, after lunch, I take a small notebook. I write 3 short sentences. I write about my day. I write about my mood. I write about what I see. Sometimes I write, today is hot, or I feel happy, or I saw a red car. That's it. I don't write long paragraphs. Just 3 lines. Then I close the notebook. After writing, I sit for 1 minute and think in English. I look around and say, the table is brown, the fan is on, I am sitting. These are simple thoughts, but they are powerful. I don't translate. I just think in English. At night, before bed, I go to my mirror. I look at myself. I speak to myself in English. Just for 3 minutes. I say, "Hello, Ariel. How was your day?" Then I answer myself, "It was good." I read, I wrote, I listened, I learned. I don't care if someone hears me. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. I don't stop for mistakes. I just speak. My voice becomes stronger. My mouth becomes faster. My brain becomes sharper. That is my night practice. It is short, but it is powerful. I use my mobile to read and listen. I use YouTube for videos. I use my notebook to write. I don't use big books. I don't use grammar rules. I use real life. I use my time. I focus on daily practice, not on being perfect. I know I am not perfect, but I am getting better. That is enough for me. Many people say, "I will study English on Sunday," but then they forget, or they get busy, or they feel lazy. I don't wait for Sunday. I practice every day, even if it is just 10 minutes. I make no excuses. I don't say, "I am tired." I say, "I will do it for 5 minutes." And I do. Every single day. My teacher once told me, 10 minutes daily is better than 1 hour weekly. Now I understand. English needs daily love, daily time, daily practice. Even small steps take you forward. Even short time makes big change. So, my friend, I ask you, what is your daily English routine? Do you read? Do you listen? Do you write? Do you speak? Or are you still waiting? Please write your answer in the comments. I want to learn from you too. And if this chapter helped you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It keeps me going. Now, in the last chapter, I will share my final thoughts. I will tell you what I learned after using RWLS. I will also give you my best advice, from one learner to another. Let's go to the final part, my message to you. Chapter 9, my message to you. This is the last chapter of my story. I feel proud. I feel happy. I have told you everything I know. I have shared my journey. I have shown you how I use RWLS, reading, writing, listening, and speaking, every day. I did not learn English in one day. I did not learn it in 1 week. I learned it step by step, day by day, mistake by mistake. That is the truth. That is the secret. You don't need to be fast. You just need to keep moving. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying. I remember when I started, I could not say even one full sentence. I was shy. I was scared. I was slow. But I did not stop. I read small stories. I wrote 1 line every day. I listened to simple English. I spoke to myself. And I did it again. And again. And again. Some days I felt tired. Some days I made many mistakes. But I said to myself, "It's okay, Ariel. You are learning." That small voice inside me helped me grow. That small hope gave me power. Now, I can speak English. I can think in English. I can enjoy English. It feels like a new world, a free world. I can talk to new people. I can understand new ideas. I can share my thoughts. And the best part is, I can help you. I can tell you what worked for me. I can walk with you on this journey because I was just like you, a beginner, a learner, a dreamer, and I still am. So here is my final message to you. Please don't wait. Start now. Don't wait for a big day. Today is the day. Use RWLS. Read 5 lines. Write 3 sentences. Listen for 5 minutes. Speak to yourself. Think in English. Repeat tomorrow. And the next day. You will grow. You will shine. Just don't give up. If people laugh at your English, let them laugh. If people tell you, you can't do it, show them you can. If you make a mistake, smile. Mistakes are your teachers. They are not bad. They are good. They help you grow. You are not weak. You are learning. You are brave. RWLS gave me a new life. It gave me a new voice. I believe it can do the RWLS for you. Just give it a chance. Trust yourself. Be patient. And most of all, enjoy the process. Now, I want to hear from you. What part of RWLS helped you the most? Reading, writing, listening, or speaking? Please write in the comments. I will read your answer, and I will reply. Let's learn from each other. And one last thing. If this video helped you, please click the like button. It gives me hope. It gives me a smile. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will keep sharing more stories, more tips, more easy English. If you liked my story, please like the video. It means a lot to me. If it helped you, comment your favorite part of RWLS. Was it reading, writing, listening, speaking? I want to know. And don't forget to subscribe for more English learning stories. Simple, slow, and made just for you. Now go and use your RWLS. Your English journey has just begun.